Right, what's going on YouTube and Facebook? So I thought I'd do a quick video on the documentary last night. It's on BBC.
BBC, yeah.
Yeah, BBC documentaries on protein. Give you my thoughts, because once again, the media managed to fuck everything up and make it sound really confusing, overcomplicate stuff, make it sound like you're taking a drug, and generally give, I personally think, fitness industry and gyms kind of a bad name. It kind of made out to me that gyms and personal trainers and bodybuilders and fitness people push protein on uneducated people, which in some cases is very true. I know some gyms who just want to sell protein because it makes them a lot of money, and then on the other hand there's people like us who help, people like FitnessWorks, which help people like you, if you're watching this, that don't know much about protein, don't know much about whey, and don't know much about supplements. We educate you on it. So there is two sides to that story. The documentary last night made it sound like gyms push protein on people, and to me, I don't believe that's true. And it made protein sound like a drug. Yeah, it made it sound like a drug and people were addicted to it. You cannot get addicted to protein, for God's sake. Protein, we eat it every single day. We've eaten protein all our lives. We've eaten protein when we were cavemen, cave women. We've eaten protein when we were... Where are you going?
8444 and turn left.
I've never been this way. Yeah, we've eaten
Sorry.
protein when we were cavemen, and we've eaten protein literally for thousands and thousands of years. So we do not get addicted to protein. So that guy who said that he was potentially addicted to protein because he had 200 grams of whey a day is absolutely ridiculous. 200 grams of whey, well, 200 grams of protein for whey isn't that much. You look at your average weight gainer, you're probably looking at 50, 60, maybe even 70 grams of protein. So that's only one or two of those. And you need protein. It's essential for your body. It's essential to grow. It's essential for cells. Essential for everything in the body. Skin, hair, you name it. Obviously because the amino acids and the good fats, all sorts of stuff. You need protein in your diet. That's why vegetarian diet for me is not very healthy at all. And I've done a report on what I think about a vegetarian diet in previous videos. But to say that whey protein again isn't needed is true. It's not needed because it is a supplement. It should supplement a healthy diet. But going into a gym where a girl's doing body pump and doing a few sit-ups and doing a yoga class, yeah, you don't need protein. And not at all, because you can get that from a diet. The only one I agreed with was Scott, the bodybuilder, who said that he has weight gainers and he has his added protein on top of his diet because he physically can't get enough food in, which is true. When you're trying to put weight on, or when you're dieting for a show, for example, sometimes it is hard to get 2-3 grams of protein per kilogram just from foods, because protein is quite high in, it fills you up, it's got a high satiety level, and it is generally quite filling. And if you're having like 6, 7, 8 meals of protein a day, it's annoying to chew as well. So sometimes having a shake is easy. So I agree with Scott saying that you should have protein to supplement a diet on top of having a healthy diet. But that girl who was doing a rubbish body pump class and a yoga class has no real reason to drink protein powder. She should drink food, so I did agree with that. But at the same time, she could have protein powder because it's convenient. She could have protein powder because she struggles to eat at work or doesn't have time to fit it in. So protein powder is perfectly healthy. It's not going to give you kidney problems, like one person said that she's heard people have kidney problems from too much protein, which is absolute bullshit. I've been in this industry for many years now, and I've never heard anybody complain about having kidney problems from drinking a whey protein shake. So that again is bullshit. That's another thing that confuses people. Yeah, so people go out today and they'll throw their protein shakes away because they think they're going to get some kind of kidney infection or some kidney disease. Again, is not true. Everything in moderation to a certain extent is healthy for you. You should have a wide variety of protein in your diet. It shouldn't just be from supplements, and supplements can be added in there. Like I said, they are not a drug. Whey protein, all it is milk, basically, froth. So I don't know where they've got this, well, I'll put this kind of stigma on it that protein kind of make it sound like it's a bit of a drug. But again, yeah, it's just the media jumping on the bandwagon and jumping on the high horse about generally trying to get on the protein hype at the moment, because yeah, protein is in everything, like Mars, Snickers, Bounty, everything you name it, put protein into it, because protein obviously is booming at the moment. Everyone wants to be big, everybody wants to be lean, everybody wants to be athletic. So again, it's just the media trying to, well, confuse and fuck everything up like they always do. But protein is not bad for you. Protein is essential. Whey protein is not bad for you. Whey protein can be essential because sometimes you can't get enough food in. Whey protein can be good for you because it's easy, it's a supplement, and it can help you actually hit your protein goals. But with the whole show, it never really told you what the person was doing it for example. So why the person was having protein powder and why the person was consuming a certain amount of protein per gram of body weight, what they were on about. Like that one lad who was a dentist, and they did a report saying if you switched over to whole foods, you gained a kilo of muscle. You can't gain a kilo of muscle from swapping whey protein to chicken breast. It doesn't happen. He must have increased his calories, he must have increased his training, and that's how you gain a kilo of muscle. So they didn't tell you that. They didn't tell you that he would have changed his training, he would have ate more, and he would have probably gained that kilo of muscle from other ways than switching straight over from whey to chicken. So there was another rubbish test, and he was only a 78 kilo lifter, and by some of the techniques he probably didn't really know how to lift properly anyway. So if he supplemented with whey, lifted properly, ate some more, he would have gained that kilo of muscle anyway. So don't be put off by whey protein, because to me it's one of the best supplements you can buy, if not the best supplement you can buy. It's easy, it makes you hit your protein intake, and again, it is a supplement, so add it on top of foods, but it depends what your goal is. If your goal is to get bigger and lean muscle, protein, whey protein to me is kind of essential because it makes life a lot easier. If your goal is to lose weight and just go to spin classes and body pump classes, whey protein is not essential. So that is my thoughts on that program. I thought it was quite stupid. I thought that there were sections of which were good, and the only one that which was good was the bodybuilder one, because he was right that we have a perfectly healthy diet and then we supplement whey on top because it's easier to hit your protein, and sometimes it's easier when you're in and out of, like me personally, if you're in and out of sessions or you're in and out of classes, it's easy to grab a shake sometimes with some oats and some fats in it than it is to have a whole meal. So that is my thoughts on it, and remember, they are my thoughts. If you've got your thoughts on it, comment below. But that is everything from me, and I will see you later on in the week with a new training series.